Lecturer at Adeleke University, there, Dr. Oladipo Kolawole, joins me on the news at 1. Good to have you join us.
Yeah, nice having me on the news this afternoon.
So this trend has become really worrisome for Nigerians. It's not just about Jubilee Syringe manufacturing. A lot of manufacturing companies in the health sector in Nigeria, whether pharmaceuticals, they're all leaving. It almost looks like everyone is leaving and people are getting worried. What exactly is the challenge?
Well, I can talk from my experience too, because I'm a sciencepreneur and I have an establishment where we are trying to make some production of some things in Nigeria. One thing is that if you look at the normal economics, one of the quality of starting an industry is nearest to the raw material. So once now that some of the raw materials you are using, you have to source for it from outside the country, and there is no a government policy in supporting you. So by the time you have the exchange rate and to get those things inside into the country, it becomes more expensive. Then the problem of sustainability comes in, because you can make profit for a meantime as an entrepreneur, but don't forget that will you be able to sustain the profit when there is high price of your product at the market, and where that there are some other things they can leverage on to get are more cheaper. So it becomes a problem. And don't forget that every investor that has invested into a company is looking forward to making profit from the money they have invested into it. So this is one of the major factors that is actually affecting. The exchange rate is a major key role that is affecting all these companies.
And one of the worry for a lot of people, as we will always say, nature abhors vacuum. Where there is vacuum, there is always something to fill it up. And most times, if you're in this climb, it's usually fake products that fills that up. And Nigerians are worried that as they're leaving, we might begin to see substandard drugs and products being manufactured by people who are trying to take advantage of the situation. How is that a concern for you as well? And how do you think that, government can begin at all levels, whether federal or state, can begin to address some of these issues?
I think one of the ways to address this issue is that you can see that NAFDAC has recently created a database that have list of drugs that they are certified. I think Standard Organization of Nigeria is trying to do something like that. So only one thing I would try that we need to do now in Nigeria, we need to learn to work what we call a model called public-private partnership. That when products are being produced, though they do it, but NAFDAC alone cannot do it. So NAFDAC, or Standard Organization of Nigeria, need to partner with some individual laboratories, some universities, where they can go to the market, survey the product, and bring it to the lab for testing. Because when we talk about fake product, it's not that most of the companies don't do what is right. What does happen most of the time is that when going for getting approval from these agencies, they take the best of their products there. But once they get the number, they get certification, after some time you discover that they just want to lower the standard. So I'm looking forward to seeing where the government agencies that have been scheduled with these abilities can partner with private agencies that have the capacity to support them, even maybe by town-wise, or by state-wise, or by region-wise, so that they will be able to support them in the tax ahead. Then the government too need to support the manufacturing industry. That's why the Bank of Industry is there to make some play, so that if there are grants, that there are soft loan that has a longer time before they repay back, and even that the interest is very, very low compared to what is existing now. There is tendency we have more companies surviving, and they can give them some moratorium from years where they are not paying the
And if the big, Dr. Oladipo, if these behemoth organizations are leaving, I wonder, what people like you, are having to deal with. But thank you so much for your thought on this matter. Medical research expert, lecturer at Adeleke University, Dr. Oladipo Kolawole.
Thank you for having me.